At just the age of 14, well, little did Shawn know that his life had just begun. It really got into Shawn's head that he could get away with anything he ever wanted to. Well, this is where the story takes a dark turn and an unfortunate turn. Napster was sued by Dr. Dre and Metallica. Just 2 years after Napster fell through, he met Mark Zuckerberg, where they both decided to start up Facebook. Does reckless behavior and a rockstar lifestyle lead to success in the tech industry? This is the story of Shawn Parker. Shawn was born in Virginia, USA, where at an early age of just 7 years old, Shawn's father started teaching him how to code. Well, Shawn's father had a saying while he was young, which was, you need to start taking risks at an early age before you start having a family. This really motivated Shawn, where Shawn started exploring opportunities outside of Virginia at just the age of 14. Well, little did Shawn know that his life had just begun. So, at age 18, Shawn's hobbies included hacking and coding, the latter being extremely dangerous, where an incident occurred where Shawn was hacking into a Fortune 500 company. However, he got caught because he didn't log out of his father's computer, which raised eyebrows with the FBI actually at one point. Well, due to his reckless behavior, Shawn spent a lot of time in community service. Well, despite serving that time, Shawn didn't learn his lesson, where the real concept and the notion of him being a genius at an early age really got into Shawn's head that he could get away with anything he ever wanted to. This is where Shawn met Shawn Fanning, his high school buddy, at just age 14 in high school. That's where things started to change completely. A few years after high school, while they were attending Northeastern University, Fanning and Parker were bonding over their hobbies for programming and hacking. And that's where they decided the genius idea of starting up Napster, the world's first ever streaming platform for music, where they would stream music for free. Well, this was a genius idea, especially on Shawn's part. So, he had to raise up to $50,000 to expand operations in their small basic idea. At the end of the day, Shawn was just at the time 21 years old. So while they were raising up that capital, Napster grew so fast and so aggressively that it's even considered today one of the fastest growing companies of all time, where it reached over 10 million users in just the first year. Well, Napster was an incredible success beyond anyone's imagination, at least in terms of success. Well, this is where the story takes a dark turn and an unfortunate turn, where in 2001, just around a year and a half after starting operations, Napster was sued by Dr. Dre and Metallica. These were two big musical giants that were suing Napster for copyright issues. Well, while they were being sued, in 2002, the courts ruled in favor of them. And despite several lawsuits and pre-suits, in order to stay and maintain operations on Napster's behalf, they had to go bankrupt in 2002. Well, the big success of Napster came crashing down, and it left an impeccable legacy at the same time, where it was solely responsible of shifting the music industry from a CD-based industry to a complete streaming-based industry. Shawn's journey didn't just end here. While just 2 years after Napster fell through, he met Mark Zuckerberg, where they both decided to start up Facebook, which was a monumental success, where Shawn would be spearheading operations as the president of Facebook. Well, despite the mega success that Facebook was, just 2 years after starting operations and becoming president of Facebook, Shawn had to resign because of a bad disciplinary action related to drugs and alcohol. The board of Facebook demanded his resignation and he had to step down. The journey of Shawn Parker is something all young tech entrepreneurs can take a lesson from, which is, despite how talented you are, lack of discipline and lack of focus can be the downfall of anyone, including Shawn Parker. So we should all learn to lock in and work hard while the time is right. If not, it could all go away in a snap.